Hello, Lord. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Hello, lords and ladies. Well, if anyone saw that, you got a good view of what I'm planning to do with this run. Had a lot of trouble getting through a run, haven't we? From characters I really hated to real life interference. So what happened this time was I started a new role-playing channel, but it's from failure to launch. So we're going to make this our stream game for this channel. Now then, this is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm Private Yorkie, back from the front. It's crazy out there. Gonna get crazy in here because I'm gonna be laying down the law. You looked at what we got. You might have noticed that I'm going to be a kineticist. A lawful evil kineticist. Was going to be an Aeon. And quite possibly a devil. I haven't decided on that bit yet. But let's go, let's get set up. That's not right, is it? That's my personal Lich playthrough. New game. Main story. Oh. Death door. There we are. That'll do. Kineticist. Now, Aeon, Kineticist, and Tiefling Race I generated randomly. And I was happy with what I got, so I stuck with it. Elemental Engine. Psychokineticist. I don't want to look back in Strong Spirit. Use the charisma modifier instead of a constitution. Oh. We'll go for Elemental Engine. Tiefling. Now we need Dex and Con if we can. And charisma and suits wisdom, perception and persuasion, dex and wisdom, -2 to intelligence, +2 on knowledge, arcana, and knowledge world. On and wisdom, low religion and persuasion. He just strength and ways no. Strength and ways no. Strength and charisma no. On and charisma -2 to wisdom, ability and persuasion. Dex and charisma, -2 int. +2 persuasion. Knowledge world. No, we'll go with Tiefling. Just standard Tiefling. have me being up. Well, yeah. Up pocket. Our peep. Don't need as much strength on one. Yeah, +1 will saving throw. That might be a good thing. Oh. I think that's what we're going to go for. We're going to have a lot on abilities. A lot on persuasion too, actually. But I might need some of that for me as well. Oh, perception. Go perception. Yeah. Firebolt. Take that. I'll step that back. That's one I do want, but I'll go for that for now. Let's see. Not a necromancer, definitely. Erasma, goddess of death. No Gober. Sometimes you need an assassin to, even an assassin to take care of evil. Will work. Now the horns. More like it. Red eyes. Will do for the hair. Those are going red and black.
Their life ends here.
Let me just check the volume here. Now.
Let's hear you Does anyone require my counsel?
Just randomly generated date.
I sense something.
And there we go. Make way, coming through. Fetch your healer quick.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
Yeah, get me a bloody healer.
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
Yeah, bet you've woken up in a few ditches in your time, eh, Darren?
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to him? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to him?
Demons, Prelate. We found him barely alive outside the walls of Kenabres.
That's not good.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right. We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take his weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. We can get his things back after the festival. O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds.
Magic envelops you, but your pain lessens only slightly. Just
My
come and
powers
bear
are
it.
not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there. Yes, you. Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev.
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
I'll get her! Terendelev has...
I thought you out.
Quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
I'm okay.
That's the first I've heard of that name. Who are you then? What's your business in the city?
My dear Prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor man. He has been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of him.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that. So I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Kenabres. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls. And the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
Fine then.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death.
Poetry and healing all in one. Alright, can I go now?
Certainly, but be careful. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not yet healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return.
Well, that's life, isn't it?
But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Kenabres. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
Alright, well, let's go take part in the festival then. If anyone's wondering, I'm playing on core desktop. Core difficulty with desktop enabled. Throw this. Dead center. Let's go punch this thing. We're not really strong people, but it's nice to hit something now and then. I'm right in the jaw. You call that a punch? Here, let me show where it's done. Uh-oh. Sounds like we've got gate crashes. Hey, come on, Dragon Lady.
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Ooh. Oh, up goes the dragon. He's dead.
Himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone.
Well, give me a weapon and I can fight.
Fight or flee? If flee is your plan, here with a good protective spell. Sure thing. Here, take this.
Oh, actually, I'm a kineticist. I don't need a weapon.
The person who made it.
I am a weapon.
Pierce the hide of a demon lord, even. Good luck.
You'll get out of here, little imp, because it's up to me now.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
Well, I'm down the pit.
The silver dragon Tyrendele's way, but the war was still far from over.
Find other survivors.
You fell down into a black hole, but at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
I feel them all right. Wouldn't say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Tyrendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Well, we could, try athletics, that's not going to work. That doesn't have a great chance, 50-50. Some people get the stats wrong here, because you require 11. But in 11 to success, there's only 1 to 10 that fail out of the D20 rolls. Try some leverage. Succeeded. You quickly find some suitable sticks and you free the wounded woman from the rubble without even breaking a sweat.
Look at you! It's good to meet someone who uses brains first and brawn second.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened though, now that I did not see coming.
Bloody great demon lord coming and killing a dragon, no. No, I don't think any of us were expecting that one.
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendeb and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now.
Good.
I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Kenabres has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
People are dying everywhere. But you're right, we got more important matters.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Kenabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
I came here to fight the Abyss.
A fellow crusader!
Yep.
Welcome, brother. This is great. I would have been happy to have any companion in this, but it's nice to be stuck down here with somebody who's my kind of crazy.
The Abyss is just the ultimate in chaos, and we don't want that.
It's a good thing you've still got your faith. Because right now, to be totally honest, faith's probably the only thing we do have. Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
To summarize, there are 3 of us, with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well,
we'll have it.
Onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky
Yep,
soon.
let's get back. Now let's set up the order, and that's good for now.
Keep your calm.
Test. Right. Healer, you can have that.
There are many roads to success.
Not with Gale from Peninsula. Oh, we got someone else.
Who's there?
The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip the rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Yep, that's us. And I recognise you, you bugger. You can join us for now, you might be useful.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah, we're all struggling with that one a bit. Oh well. Not many could withstand a strike from a demon lord, not even a bloody dragon.
I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Daskari himself has come to Kenabres. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Durendalev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
Yeah, now it's not.
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
Tell me more about yourself.
Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
He took to the polished snake, the amulet that's around her neck. What happened to this poor man? Who is he?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive
Did
him,
you?
but he was already dead, sadly.
Was he? I'm not sure I trust you.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't
Yeah,
gone
might be
far.
right there.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Maybe appears at dead man. Hang on. Wanna join us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible.
Right then, let's keep
That's
moving.
right.
Let's see if this poor bloke...
I will guide.
We've gone back. Wrong way.
I heed the voice of
Oh, you got some healing, so let's get you healed then.
Save the last one for me. The world in crimson.
Lovely.
Focus on the goal.
Quicken.
Take you!
Come on, you're here, making bad.
Time to practice my combat abilities. Watch out for trouble.
Right.
The time.
I have another.
Your pain is my pleasure.
Keep your calm.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Almost made something back here.
princess.
Who's this?
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as you stepped into the circle of light, however, you realise you've never encountered a picture like this before. Strange to look like the work of a perfectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man.
Wenduok!
The man noticed you and praises a curling horn protruding from his head casts a malevolent shadow on the cave wall.
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there.
Aim is a lame way to Kenabres, my friend.
If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
Yeah, couldn't have said it through a word.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Kenabres. People are dying up there.
What
Please,
is this place?
Show us the way out.
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
No, there are many crusades. Some of them some of them almost didn't fail.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
What are you doing here?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there.
The bit of a mess.
Fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame, and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
Oh, are you, Lan?
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
He is here. I wonder why. Alright, we'll find the sword fast. We'll work together. I'll help you.
An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Sounds good.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface?
Yeah.
So be it.
Okay.
I will guide.
Junk.
I sense something.
More junk.
No, what is that? Not this time.
Oh, we're getting these junk at the moment, but that's okay. All comes in useful when you meet a vendor.
What do we have here?
Something.
Now what is that?
Watch out for trouble.
What's that there?
Oh look, it's a sword. Lan, come get your sword. Day 15, Mount Eridus, 8. Year 4715. A strange flash pierces the gloom and Yorkie feels drops, hearing blood run down his chest. The wound, healed by Tarendal, reopens and weeps scarlet. There is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears of a cave chamber. This one or another one entirely. Yorkie's heartbeat quickens and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery. They betrayed me, trapped me, stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their traitorous claws? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with golden braids lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join the other the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. While I still have friends, I must. With recognition, while recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Yorkie intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to call out the traitors. The voice, trembling with pain and rage, carries the furthest reaches of the cave ceiling in this strange vision. Why? Why did you betray me and your comrades? Why did the servants of the abyss tempt you with... or what did they? Blurred shapes, the face of several mortals, lead into existence. One of them, a young half-elf with his hair twisted into a knot. Response to the accusations, you and your goddess have given us nothing, Lariel. Nothing. The Lord Discari will give us everything. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it. And there is no power in the world that will stop his advance. There is, as me. The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster. Like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colourful robes, observing the stars. A young female paladin, staying, clutching her glowing sword. A majestic golden-winged angel, gazing into the distance. His face covered by a helmet. His voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing and only if you're ready, there is no going back. Then in the vision, the darkness of the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears within its depth, a vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare comes to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow. The sound piercing like hot irons, lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Yorkie's head pounds with pain. It is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. Yorkie determined to fight off the illusion. Fortunately, he didn't. The force of this terrifying attack, though originating in a vision, is much greater than anything Yorkie can withstand. Ow. Crippling fatigue dragged him to the ground, hands trembling, fall piercing his skull, slowly creeping along his spine. The one who sent the vision, experiencing something similar. He's broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It's not real, it exists only in this strange visual memory, but the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. Shadow's features starkly resemble those of Discari, the terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they called Lariel, the foolish angel struggling on the rocks, like a fly with and towards the shadow. His voice changes as it moves, shifting from quiet whispering to sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Flash. The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and with the last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Yorkie senses the vision is fading. rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing he remembers is this. "You will kill me, monster, this I know. One day someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and punish evildoers and traitors." The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colours. Yorkie does not hear the final words. But he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. Words fly from his lips and with them something else. The heat blazing in Yorkie's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even the scar behind. It is a scary vision, isn't it? With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Yorkie senses it will return all he needs to his court. Okay. So Lariel got slaughtered by something looking like this Scary, and now I've got the sword. I don't use the sword.
Hey, are you all right?
Maybe it'll work like a kinetic blade.
Glowing just now.
Healer kneels before the light, offering up a prayer to Amadei.
That was it.
Oh, okay.
The light of heaven, but how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died here.
Lariel? That really was Lariel?
Oh, you saw them?
The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, Wentawag, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint.
I'm not touching your mongrel taint.
How special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
Yeah, well. Here it seems I can control it. See?
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
They might have made a mistake.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen.
I got no time for those goody two-shoes.
Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze.
Yeah, we'll do it then.
You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Kenabres.
Well, let's get going then.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
That posed little challenge.
The light.
Let me draw the first blood.
Keep your calm.
May just make this a starting one because I'm tired tonight and I think this singing.
So this is how it feels.
This will leave a bruise.
Hey, Lan. You need them? Yeah.
I found something.
Tear your throat out.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Yeah.
There are many roads to success.
Right, we're doing okay. I left anything behind, Owl. Endo glances at Lan, who is fixing his slip bowstring. Walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath her hood. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you came from. But you and I are the only two people here seeing things clearly. That's why I'm asking you, don't show the light of heaven to soul. But you want to save the kids lost in the maze? I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Soul is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go along if I have to, and find them, whatever's left of them. Without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my own life. And Dwag slows. You and your friends, come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together, and find a way out to the surface. Yeah, well, I'll think about it, but I'm not happy with what you're saying. Don't show the light, the chief's the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I must have missed some stuff, surely. Yeah, there's a, right up here, there's a thing. Yeah, this is that. What use? Okay, I think we're good. Get rid of that as well. Now. Yeah. There we are.
The mongrel did it.
I'll just have to get another
And we got a bunch of earth elementals, minor earth elementals.
What do we have here?
We got, what is it? Your lightning wand. Worked well.
You can trust me.
Right, now we head down here. The knees at home. Bridge and bridge over here. Your first impression of the mongrel villages was a squalid dump with the orders to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and long shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white eyeless fish, while others are repairing fishing nets, all the signs of normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. A heavy-set aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way towards you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinctly rat-like appearance with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every up-breath he takes. In one of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Upland, you say? End times are upon us indeed. Hey, Soul, we found the angel sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Land points at you. He had a vision, and now the angel's sword, together with the light of heaven, has somehow inside him. Gather the tribe, anyone who can hold a weapon. Young ones are still alive, and we can go to save them. Soul raised his hand with ragged, broken fingernails. Ah, Lan. Always daydreaming, always talking. You're too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. So lies you up and down. An uplander with the light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Mendwag stares at you intently. Lan speaks the truth. He's the light. The heavenly flame flares to life at your unspoken command. Bright, pure, dancing with multicoloured sparks, like a sunbeam passing through stained glass. The mongrels abandon their task and stare transfixed. The light is bright, but not blinding. It's warm, but its warmth is soul deep. Soul is silent for a while, tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. So it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came. Back from the dead he came, to save our children. Lan gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved. As if he wasn't sure all this time you would support him. Wendwag hisses at you like an angry cat. See these fishermen and these hunters, these husks of men and women. Their blood will be on your hands. Say nothing. You don't even know what to say, do you? You're a coward, and now the murderer of innocence. You always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own in this anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple at least. But one good fighter's worth 10 bad ones. You have the right of it, Lan. But we're neither. We're going to wait. I sent a messenger to summon all the tribes. It will take time, but yes. But they will all come. They will all come for the light. Wait, Lan. Wait, Uplanders. Rest a while in one of our huts. Our home is your home. Lan sighs. All right, Chief. Understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for those kids. If they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Wendwag only grits her teeth in silence. Oh, she's not happy. Alright, we've got level 2. Let's get that done and then we'll finish. Like I might get one and a... Oh, because I put it in the wrong thing. There we are. We don't take that. Instead, say go for that. -1 for 10, 12, 11111500. Now, go for that. Well, I'm not sure which it is. Looks like you got one on trickery and one on stealth. Alright. Paladin level 2. Got a weak lay on hands. Get it Hunter 2. And you can have Slumber. And then Archer 2. Moment then Archie going to back into something else. You'll find it. And that's where we'll leave it for now. I'll be back next time. Bye.